surprising development has just shaken the luxury fashion world. Bulgari CEO Jean-Christophe Babin recently referred to Zhao Lusi as a Chinese global ambassador in an official Instagram post, a wording that immediately captured global attention. For longtime observers of luxury brand hierarchies, this phrase is far from ordinary. Titles within high jewelry houses are carefully structured and rarely used without intention. Could this signal an official promotion from brand ambassador to global brand ambassador? Or is it a regional designation that has been misunderstood by fans? With no formal press release yet issued, speculation is rapidly growing across social media platforms worldwide. Tonight, we examine what this wording truly means and why it matters. To understand why this development has drawn such intense attention, we need to revisit the original post. The conversation began when Bulgari CEO Jean-Christophe Babin shared a congratulatory message recognizing Zhao Lusi's selection as a finalist for the Most Beautiful Faces 2026. While the recognition itself was notable, it was a specific line in the caption that immediately stood out. In his message, Babin referred to Zhao Lusi as our Chinese global ambassador. Within the structured world of luxury branding, titles are not used casually. They reflect contractual scope, market positioning, and long-term strategy. A subtle change in designation can signal a broader shift in status. What amplified the moment was the source. This was not a regional subsidiary account or a fan repost. It came directly from the CEO's verified Instagram. In corporate communication, that level of authority carries weight. As the post circulated internationally, audiences began asking the same question. Was this simply descriptive language, or the first public hint of an official promotion? To understand why this distinction matters, we need to examine how luxury houses structure their ambassador hierarchy. A brand ambassador typically represents the brand within a defined market. Their campaigns are often region-focused, supporting retail presence, local events, and domestic marketing strategies. It is a significant role, but primarily market-specific. A global brand ambassador, by contrast, represents the house on an international scale. This title usually involves participation in global campaigns, high-profile fashion weeks, international advertising visuals, and cross-market promotional initiatives. The individual becomes part of the brand's worldwide identity, standing alongside other globally recognized ambassadors. For a house like Bulgari, such elevation is strategic and carefully timed. It reflects not only popularity, but also purchasing influence, global recognition, and alignment with long-term brand vision. Therefore, if Zhao Lusi's title is indeed transitioning beyond a regional capacity, the implications extend far beyond wording. It would mark a substantial expansion of her presence within the global luxury landscape. Now we arrive at the central issue. Does this wording definitively confirm an upgrade? In luxury communications, titles are rarely improvised. They undergo internal approval processes and align with contractual structures. This is why observers are taking the phrase Chinese global ambassador seriously. If Zhao Lusi were exclusively a brand ambassador, consistency would normally be maintained across all official references. A shift in terminology, especially from the CEO, suggests either a formal adjustment or a carefully considered phrasing choice. Neither scenario is accidental. However, interpretation requires nuance. Some luxury houses differentiate between globally recognized ambassadors and those holding global status within a specific region. In that context, Chinese global ambassador could indicate a global-level representative assigned to the Chinese market rather than worldwide scope. Timing also plays a strategic role. Zhao Lusi's expanding endorsement portfolio and rising international visibility align with the profile of talent often elevated to broader roles. Yet, without an official press statement from Bulgari headquarters, confirmation remains pending. For now, the wording functions as a powerful signal, but not yet a formal declaration. As the CEO's post gained traction, global audiences responded with remarkable speed. Within hours, fan communities across multiple continents began sharing screenshots, translating captions, and analyzing the phrasing in detail. In Southeast Asia, enthusiasm was immediate. Many supporters interpreted the wording as confirmation of Zhao Lusi's elevation, celebrating what they viewed as a defining moment in her luxury career. Social media timelines quickly filled with congratulatory messages and discussions about her potential future appearances at international fashion events. Meanwhile, more cautious observers in Western and Chinese-speaking online spaces emphasized the need for official verification. They noted that Bulgari typically announces global brand ambassador appointments through coordinated press releases and global campaign launches. Without that formal step, they argued, the interpretation remains speculative. Interestingly, the debate has been largely analytical rather than confrontational. Linguistic interpretation became central, with discussions focusing on how the modifier Chinese should be understood. Across regions, one consensus is clear. Regardless of formal confirmation, Zhao Lusi's association with Bulgari has entered a new level of global visibility. Beyond the title itself, this moment also intersects with a broader narrative. In recent months, segments of online commentary had questioned Zhao Lusi's long-term positioning within the luxury sector. Some critics suggested that her brand partnerships lacked permanence or international depth. Against that backdrop, the CEO's public acknowledgement carries symbolic weight. When the head of a globally recognized high jewelry house personally highlights an ambassador, and does so using elevated terminology, it subtly reframes the discussion. Luxury brands rarely respond to criticism directly. Instead, they communicate through positioning, access, and hierarchy. Titles, invitations, and campaign placements often serve as quiet indicators of status. Whether intentional or not, the wording has shifted attention away from doubt and toward anticipation. In the world of global luxury, validation often comes not through debate, but through association at the highest level. As we reach the conclusion, one fact remains clear. Wording matters in the luxury industry. When Bulgari's CEO publicly refers to Zhao Lusi as Chinese global ambassador, it is not language chosen lightly. Whether this indicates a formal elevation to global brand ambassador status or a geographically defined title, the impact is already significant. The conversation has shifted from speculation about her luxury positioning to anticipation of an official confirmation. And in global branding, anticipation itself is a powerful signal. Until Bulgari releases a formal announcement, the industry will continue to observe closely. For now, what we can say with certainty is this: Zhao Lusi's presence within the global luxury conversation is no longer emerging. It is established.